Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Luna approaching Hayes at Academy. Steffy is upset that the whole Luna trouble is ruining Ridge and Taylor's engagement. Luna went on the run after Will set her up with a fake kiss. She's furious with the whole situation. All she wanted was to have a relationship with her newfound pater, Finn, and her little family, Hayes. She blames Steffy for keeping her down from her family. Luna is still trying to figure out what she's going to do. She's discreet on the family and indeed gave Hayes a special gift several days ago. Taylor proposed to Ridge and after a short pause, he said yes. Of course, Nick eavesdropped the whole thing. Nick instantly ran to tell Brooke, and it stunned her. Brooke's mind spun out, and eventually, Ridge ended up telling her what was what. Nick was there for Brooke as she tried to wrap her mind around the whole situation. With everyone searching for her, Luna again approaches Hayes at Academy. Steffy worries that the Luna drama is affecting Ridge and Taylor's engagement. Luna, Ridge, Liam, Hope, and the list goes on. Brooke roaring about Ridge and Taylor not having real love. They've kiddies together and all the PDA they're throwing up these days is reflective of love in our book. The crucial problem then, is that Ridge has constantly loved Brooke and Taylor at the same time, the ultimate multitasker. Tridge were married doubly and Taylor thinks the third time's the charm. She proposed to Ridge, with her own ring, and it sure looked like he was trapped. Does he dare break her heart again? How wacky is it that the baker let someone he doesn't know, Will, go on a dangerous undercover assignment? Are there rules for this kind of thing? Baker hooked him up with a line and hearkening device and transferred him on his way into the Barracuda's lair. I'm enough sure there's some kind of restriction on civilians being transferred to do the work of law enforcement. Luna figures out Will is wired and says she plans to take down Steffy, but easily she's in the catbird seat. Let's stopgap, she doesn't reach for that gun in her makeup hole. Another head scrape of a plotline involves Liam's death judgment. The plot is flowing fast and loose, and by that we mean there are odd choices being made. Liam refuses to tell his pater, who has all the power and plutocrat in the world, to find a cure. At one point Dr. Grace told Liam about a groundbreaking treatment, but we no way heard about it after that. And what about Carter and Hope's hasty reunion? They had been through fire together, but their reunification sounded hurried and forced. Complicating matters, Carter had a crush on Katie before Hope. Also, Hope fell in love with Carter 2 seconds after her soul mate dumped her. That would be Thomas. Nick Grand return to city is mired in miscommunication. Interviews, PR, and talking points have discorded around this plot, leaving suckers confused. Is Nick going to be with Brooke after all? It's anyone's conjecture at this point, so stay tuned and find out. Ridge break Brooke's heart, Will's life miraculously spared, and Luna on the run. Will did his stylish to hold his own while Luna threw a fit and gestured the gun around. Baker assured the Cliff House crew the bobbies were closing in and everyone held their breath, staying for the door to be busted down. Thankfully, Luna didn't use her armament. Rather, she came to her senses just long enough to bobble Will out of her apartment. No sooner did the door close than Luna blustered to herself ajoin how Steffy must pay. By the time Will got back to the Cliff House, Baker informed him that Luna was gone by the time the police arrived and is now on the run. Electra and Will headed off to the office to run down what happened at the apartment. Yes, she saw the kiss. Yes, it was sucky. But, she understood. As for Luna, where would she run? Well, right to her grandmother, of course. She breathlessly told Sheila that her crush set her up. Luna was frantic. Sheila aloud. Commodity was over. Will is a Spencer, after all. They're known for faithlessness. Heck, Bill did the same to her. Luna, still, wasn't heading any Spencer libel. She placed all the blame exactly on Steffy's shoulders. Sheila tried to reel her back but Luna was in full-on vengeance mode and there wasn't anything Sheila could say or do to stop her. Ridge and Taylor lolled in their engagement and goggled at the ring on her cutlet. They gabbled for a nanosecond about his partner's impending response, but talk of Brooke was cut short when Eric arrived. They delivered their good news to the veritably shocked primogenitor, who took a moment of pause before felicitating the couple. Subsequently, Ridge left to see Brooke. Brooke was at the office sulking over the news. She was so sure she was nearer than ever to winning Ridge back. She no way imagined he loved Taylor enough to want to marry her. Brooke allowed. Back to the fashion show and how she allowed. The moment on the runway was the launch of commodity new for her and the man she loves. Ridge got to the office to find Brooke in gashes. He didn't indeed get to open his mouth before she informed him that she formerly knew. She informed him that Nick eavesdropped everything and ran straight to her with the news. Obviously, Ridge wasn't impressed. Brooke's only solace is Ridge wasn't the bone who proposed, and she assumed he didn't want this. She was wrong, however. Ridge does want to marry Taylor. Sure, he loves Brooke and always will, but he's moving on. His future isn't Bridge presently, it's with Taylor. With that, he said farewell to his fortune. Steffi streamlined her mama on the drama and also noticed the gemstone on Taylor's cutlet. She nearly cried with joy. Her ma and dada back together? It's every sprat's dream. She was impressed to hear her mama took matters into her own hands and made this be for herself. Look at Taylor go. Ridge defying Brooke with the verity. Meanwhile, Luna is on the run, and Sheila tells Deacon what she really thinks about the Spencers. Luna likes Will despite Electra, Will, and indeed Sheila advising her down from him. Deacon indeed advised Luna to leave city entirely. Finn and Steffi teamed up with Will, and they created a plan to deal with Luna. Will played Luna, and they kissed, causing Electra to feel sick. Still, Luna realized what was over, and the situation snappily changed. She ended up on the run. Taylor proposed to Ridge, and after a slightly uncomfortable detention, he said yes. They didn't know that Nick eavesdropped the whole thing. Of course, Nick took the news to Brooke and she reeled from hearing it. Brooke's mind spun out when she realized her fortune was about to tie the knot with Taylor again. Of course, Nick was there to try to help her get through it all. Shocking admissions and stolen kisses lead to broken hearts. Both Electra and Brooke experience heartache. Steffi and Finn got their justification as Luna confessed. Meanwhile, Hope still has plans for a rejuvenation. Brooke and Hope talking about their future. Hope still believes that hope for the future could be revivified. She wants to start working on her brand as soon as possible. Is she in over her head? She wasn't given the green light to bring it back. Brooke still believes her relationship with Ridge will be revivified. Hope reminded her mama that a certain someone is back in city, and he wants her heart. But where will Brooke's heart lead her? Steffi, Finn and Electra heated in on Will's discussion with Luna. He eventually sealed it with a kiss, which made Electra sick to her stomach as she watched from the laptop. But she demanded to be there to support her Swain sweats in exposing Luna. Luna commended in Will about how she has no bone in her life, not indeed her father, and it's all because of Steffi. She wants to destroy her so she can have a chance at a real relationship with her pater. This was the justification that Finn and Steffi demanded to take her down. But will it work? Or will it take a serious trouble to take her down? Electra isn't the only one with a broken heart moment. Brooke learned from Nick that Taylor proposed to Ridge, and he said yes. She was induced that Ridge was her fortune and that she'd get him back. But now, she's not so sure. Nick's had a change of plans as well. He realized that he should stay in Los Angeles and win over Brooke's heart formerly and for all.